Well, it was nice. I had gosh, probably about 5 days off a trail now. May have been 6. I'm sorry, guys. I should be tracking that a little bit better. My friends from Washington State came down and joined me. They picked me up in North Kennedy Meadows. I'd already kind of been there for a day and a half. Give me some time to kind of rest up. The right ankle still bugging me a little bit. A lot of that due to the fact that I just can't learn to hike. So my days off, I did a nice little, probably about 5-mile hike, 5.5-mile hike up into a waterfall. It's really nice. But it was good. Spent some time with some friends. We did a little camping. Like I said, saw the 4th of July celebration last night at Lake Tahoe. That was pretty cool. And we ended up staying the night kind of just up in Reno last night, just because it was the only available hotel room. And they dropped me off this morning off of Donner Pass. So I did skip a little bit of the section here. Did that just in the interest of time because I'm still trying to get down this trail before it snows in Washington State. So another little section I might have to go back and finish, but it is what it is. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be 100% candid. Saying goodbye to the friends was hard today. I didn't share this with them, but as I hugged them goodbye, I was choking back the tears. So, real hard, just mentally, just saying goodbye to your buddies and knowing you're heading out in the wilderness and being by yourself again for probably about 2 to 3 more months. So, yep. So hard saying goodbye to them, but it was a great visit. Wish I could have spent more time. I was tired the entire time. Like I said, I did get a hike in, but I did sleep a lot, and I probably wasn't the best company in the world. I slept and I ate, but they took good care of me, and I love you guys. So thanks for coming down and seeing me. And I'm choking back tears again here. Hope to see you guys here in a few months. So everybody else, we'll see you on trail. Pretty little kind of I guess it's a lake or pond right next to the freeway. That's what you hear in the background. So kind of cool to hear a little civilization. Haven't usually hear a lot of civilization when you're on trail. So a couple gear updates while I was in town. Also, obviously sporting a new sun hoodie. The last one, not only was I developing holes in it, and it had all sorts of stains and it stunk. I was swimming in that bad boy. I've lost about 30 pounds on this trail. So the group said, time for a new sun hoodie, dude. So I went along with that, and we kind of found a cheap one. And boy, I think it was Big 5 Sporting Goods. I don't remember. But it's a new sun hoodie, brand new tires. Look at that. And they're Hokas. I've got Hokas again, baby. So hoping they hold up. These are my favorite shoes, the Hoka Stinsons. So hoping they hold up to the terrain. We'll put them to the test. So those are the big gear updates. Since I did skip Desolation Forest, which again kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I did want to see that, but in the interest of time, I'm gonna have to make some sacrifices. So, and that was one. It was just convenient for the guys not to have to backtrack 2 hours to drop me off this morning, and gets me out of carrying the bear can also, so lighten the pack a little bit. So back to carrying my earth sack for now. Let's see here, what other gear updates did I have? I put on deodorant for the first time in 3 months. That was again something the guys encouraged me to do. And Noi, that's Boy's wife, for those of you that don't know Noi, she washed my ball cap for me because she said it stunk. So took the opportunity, shaved, some cleaned up. Still haven't done a haircut, so I look like the ratty guy with the receding hairline, but it's a sexy look, sexy trail look. So feeling pretty good in all those categories. So yep, a few gear updates. I'm sure there were maybe 1 or 2 others that I'm forgetting about, but those are the major ones. See y'all on trail. Feels real good to be back on trail today, and believe it or not, this is probably the strongest I have felt. Granted, I had a little time off in well over a month. Physically, there's still a little swelling going on in that right ankle, like I mentioned, but feel strong. And the trail is very soft today. It feels like I'm up in the Pacific Northwest, up in Washington State. Very little granite rock or loose rock or steep terrains or any of that. So feels good to be back on trail. Like I said, it was hard to say goodbye to the family, but feels good to be back here too. This just feels right. Several more months to go, so I got to stay in the mental game. I know that Northern California is where the mental game starts, and I think I've been a little transparent in previous posts that it's starting to settle in a little bit. You realize that you're not quite halfway yet, and you've gone a long ways, and there's still a long ways to go. And the bugs were horrendous. I've read on Far Out. I do expect that to continue here for a little bit, but I do have bug spray. That was one of my gear updates also. Bug lotion. Thank you, gang, for bringing me that. And, again, just trying to stay in the mental game. I'm out here by myself right now. I'm hiking alone. Trail fam way behind me. And not a lot of correspondence back and forth between us, so I'm not sure if we'll hook back up or not, but the trail works in mysterious ways, as we've talked about. Let me give you an example of that. If you guys were to go way back in probably my first month of videos, I hiked with a guy and a gal from Seattle, Washington. They're in part of a band named Chris and Michelle. Hiked with them up around Mount Laguna. I remember that specifically. Good folks. I have been kind of keeping in touch a little bit with Instagram. I knew they took a little time off trail not too long ago, and I haven't seen them in a good 2 months. And I'm checking out my hotel today in Reno, Nevada, out of all places. You know where this is going, don't you? Come out of the elevator and I hear somebody go, Derek. They don't even know the name Sandman yet, so it's been a while. And there's Michelle and Chris. You want to talk cool. I mean, I am quite a distance off the trail, guys, and here we are in the same hotel. And we exchanged numbers, and they were going to take a little time off with the heat expected this week. There is a fire that I'm watching up north here that I'm not concerned about yet, so don't panic, mother. But we are watching that, and I'll have to get off trail if that's the case. PCT does a real good job at making sure that all hikers know about the fires. But anyway, they're heading to the coast for a week, and then hopefully we're going to hook back up. So we did exchange numbers. They were going to do a little skip, I think, and come hopefully hike with the Sandman. So, like I said, trail works in mysterious ways, so who knows? I might hook back up with the Chris and Michelle. So while I'm on it real quick, we'll talk about the mental game. One of the things that's been real challenging is watch a lot of people drop off here the last week and a half. A lot of strong hikers, a lot of good people, a lot of guys that I wouldn't call friends, but they're the trail family indirect. So that's been a little difficult watching people that are stronger than you, younger than you, dropping off trail just because they're tired, or whatever the reason is, tired, or they've had an injury, or they're just not in it anymore. So I expect that to become more of a challenge as we go through Northern California here also. So staying positive today, though. Good to be on the trail. Hey, I'm off my soapbox. Let's take a look at some of the scenery. See you on trail.